Welcome to Burn One Picks, and we're back again with college basketball. 17 games today. At least I would say right now I'm bovada. Bovada is what I'm on right now. I don't think I'm gonna be using this one today. I think we're gonna go see what Bet Online got for us. Yep, 17 games. First one started at 6. We got 30 minutes, so let's get straight into it. We got Toledo versus Ohio. This ain't football. This is a great college football game. You got, I think that's Miami. No, that's regular Ohio and Toledo. And since that's regular Ohio and Toledo, ain't Toledo in Ohio? Hold up. Toledo, Ohio. Yeah, both Ohio schools. I do -4.5 for that one. I think more people gonna go ahead and go to Ohio than they do anything else. You feel me? Then we got Brian over Merrimack. I don't know what Brian at. I never heard of Merrimack, so I'll go ahead to Brian -1.5. Then we got Central Connecticut versus St. Francis, Pennsylvania. Might be a close game. Another two schools I don't really know too much about besides St. Francis. They got St. Francis all over the world. Well, not the world, but the U.S. Shoot, maybe the world too. I don't know. And Central Connecticut, look like two middle of the pack type of teams. Like, it should be an average game. So I'll do +7.5 for that one. Then we got Evansville versus Illinois State. Evansville, a couple of years ago, they were doing all right. So I think their recruiting class should be a little bit better than Illinois State. So I'll do a +7.5, and we're going off the recruiting class. I believe the recruiting class should be way better than Evansville versus Illinois State. Now, pull up a little Audi chart to see what we got in the dark. Going sports. Go ahead and NCAA did. Match up at scores. So our shark gang got Toledo Rockets 72.8, 73.4 for the predicted score. Toledo Rockets are 14-4. Ohio Bobcats are 14-2. So yeah, I like the Toledo one. And everybody got Ohio mobbing them though. Well, I mean I picked Ohio to mob. So yeah. We got Evansville versus Aces, Illinois State Redbirds. +7.5. It looks like they got it going under for their predicted score. But we picked Evansville. Then we said Evansville. So yeah, we said Evansville for 7.5, -7. I mean +7.5. So we'll stay with that one. Then what we got next on the list? We got Illinois 17 versus Maryland. Now everybody know I don't like doing DMV teams, but this should be an easy little pick 'em. And it's only by 4 or 5. Y'all should do this. 13-4. Illinois against Maryland with Terrapins. And they 99. Our shark got them getting blown out by at least what's that? Yeah, you know. So I'll do Illinois -4.5. All right, then we got Ryder versus Canasas. I think that's how you say it. They both 5-11. One 5-11 Ryder and Golden Griffins. I don't know what type of name these fools got. They 5-12. I'm going Ryder because more people should know about Ryder than the other school. So that +3. If y'all want a money line and try to make some money, go ahead and money line Ryder. All right. Then we got Robert Morris versus IPFW. Now I go IPFW. That is an Indiana school, and they be hooping in Indiana. But it's a +7 for the spread. Robert Morris is a 3-14. IPFW is 9-8. I do the -7 because like they be getting blown out a lot, boy. Robert Morris used to be good back in the day. Then we got Sacred Heart versus Mount St. Mary's, another Maryland school, so we ain't gonna touch it. We gonna skip right past that, Joan. Then we got Siena versus Manhattan. Siena should, I think, that's a tough one. I ain't gonna lie, that's a tough one. I would go Siena. I think I go Siena. Even though our Sharks got them 1-2 as well as the underdogs, I go Siena and Manhattan Jackson are 9-5. Siena Saints are 6-6. So yeah, I go ahead, and that's a money line one you could probably do. You 110. So you want to be safe, do the +2, but that don't really matter. +2, come on, now you might as well money line it. You're right there. The next we got St. Bonaventure what's that? DeQuincy. 10 the first 6 and 9. Spread by 7. I'll go ahead and take that St. Bonaventure by 6.5. I ain't gonna lie to you. Then St. Francis NY was Fairleigh. I don't know what Fairleigh Dickinson is, and I don't like that name for a college named Fairleigh Dickinson. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick St. Francis. St. Peter's versus Niagara. Oh, St. Peter's versus Niagara. They don't got it up there on our chart. St. Peter's versus Niagara. I'm gonna go Niagara. We don't know where St. Peter's at. And St. Peter's, if that was a high school, we will pick them because St. Peter's academies, Catholics, Christians, all those type of high schools be balling. Then Wagner versus Long Island. We're gonna go Wagner because it's in New York. They ain't really hooping in Long Island. Youngstown State, Cleveland State is another Maryland thing. So by that, I do Cleveland State with -8. We ain't gonna look at Youngstown State. I think Youngstown State is in Maryland. I don't know. Just because it's Youngstown, we're gonna say that anyway. Then we got Kent State versus Buffalo. That might be a good game. I ain't gonna hold you. I'll do Kent State +7. Kent State are 9-8. Buffalo are 9-6. Our Sharks got the predicted score 73 for Kent and 71 for Buffalo. 62% of consensus they got going +7 with Kent. We going +7 as well. Over here at Burn One Picks. Then Michigan State versus Wisconsin. I don't trust Michigan State. Just like I don't mess around with the DMV area like that when it comes to sports betting. But they did help win a year ago. So go Wisconsin. Might be a close game though, but go ahead and go Wisconsin. Wisconsin 15-2, Michigan State's 14-3. So then our last game of the night, 11 o'clock, in a place I think I'd like to get a residence or a residential or a second home, Nevada, against maybe another place in San Bernardino. Fresno State, because Fresno State is in California. And out of these two, it's going to be a tough one to choose. I don't know what to do or who we should go with, because I'm really thinking about Fresno State. But I feel like Nevada that might be popping off. But we're going to go Fresno State since they're the underdog too. So if y'all want to money line it, y'all can money line that too as well. You feel me? So we're going to go ahead and end it with that. We got Fresno State +2. We got Wisconsin -3. We got Kent State +7. Cleveland State -8. Wagner -6.5. Niagara with a -1. St. Francis NY over Fairleigh Dickinson +2. Then we got St. Bonaventure over -6.5. Siena +2. Sacred Heart Mount St. Mary is a DMV area, so we ain't messing with it. And if I was y'all, I'd just pick Sacred Heart. Shoot, just go against Maryland. Then we got IPFW versus Robert Morrison. Then that's a -7. We going with IPFW. Then we got Ryder with a +3.5 versus Canasas. I think that's how you say it. Then Illinois is -4.5 against Maryland. Even though we're gonna do DMV schools, Illinois State is gonna be losing to Evansville by +7. Then we got Central Connecticut with a +7.5 versus St. Francis, PA, because they are not a high school. They need to change that name to John College. Then we got Bryant of Nobody versus Merrimack University of Nobody. And we went -1.5 of Nobody Bryant. Then we got the Battle of the Ohio's, Ohio, and they ain't Ohio State. The only school that's state school that, well, when I mean like the school within the state. So you got the regular state would be like Florida. Then you got the state like Florida State. Or so Ohio, then Ohio State, Ohio Guard ain't doing nothing. You got like Tennessee and Tennessee State. At least Tennessee State basketball, they be hooping. But we going -4.5 for Ohio. Y'all go ahead and bless. Go ahead and make that money. Go ahead and rack it up. Go ahead and get that shrine. Burn One Picks and we out.